If you want to know anything, perhaps everything, about Hannah Locks, a rising junior cheerleader, volleyball player and soccer player at Montevallo High School, just see what she said almost immediately after she broke her neck in a freak accident at church camp on June 17th. After asking her friends to pray for her, she said she felt God's presence cover me with his healing hand. Then, she said, I was good. I still felt the pain, but I tried to keep their spirits up. I didn't want to be a buzzkill. Hannah was at church camp in Millport last week with about 125 of her new and old friends. Her mom, Jaye, the Ambulatory Services Administrator for UAB Medicine and a nurse, happened to be there as camp director. That Thursday was water day, so the campers were enjoying an inflatable water slide on a hot Alabama day. Her mom describes what happened. She went down the slide a little, wonky, and took another kid's legs out from under him. He fell on her, and at that point, I knew something very serious had happened. I knew enough as a nurse not to move her, but we had to get her out of the water. I went into nurse mode, not mom mode. I knew enough to know that because she was moving, I knew not to panic as much. Hannah said the world slowed down for her. I felt like everything was kind of muted, she said. I was just watching what was happening. I knew something really, really bad had happened. I felt the bones crack and very intense pain followed that. I remember looking into the sun and I thought I was dying, she said. I thought, well, I guess this is it. I was a little scared, so I yelled to my friends around me and told them to start praying. People laid their hands on me and started praying. It brought me so much peace and I knew I needed God to get through it. I could feel everybody touching me, but I couldn't move for a little bit. I focused on wanting to get my muscles to move. I didn't want to feel that I was paralyzed. The 16-year-old was not paralyzed. Her mom said that she was conscious throughout the ordeal and was neurologically intact at all times, but there were moments of sheer panic. She was from the beginning focusing on everybody else, Locks said. She was making sure the kid who fell on her was okay because he was very emotional. Her focus was not on herself, but on other people. Paramedics took Hannah to the Columbus, Miss. Baptist Memorial Hospital Golden Triangle, about 30 minutes away. Once there, doctors, the lead physician being one who had recently taken the job after working at UAB, looked at her x-rays and said she would need surgery. He knew who to call, at UAB. Locks said. She went late that night. Hannah said the seriousness of her accident came into focus more acutely once she made it to the hospital in Columbus. At the hospital, things got a lot more real. I couldn't move my neck.